then let's hear it for the potential of this grand final. Hamburg, make some noise for this grand final!
Welcome to the International, everybody! Let's kick this off with a bang! It's China striking first blood!
Cannot be more fitting. A return in bounce, East versus West, will grace the grand finals. They want to use the early spell power to build momentum. Burn charge is already online for Jin-Q. Super strong right now.
Lots of damage. Jin-Q stepping a bit too far forward, trying to pressure Skeeter, takes a lot of damage. They even threw the blood grenade at him, but they couldn't go for the kill. While Amar goes down, they trade out cores. Nova, can he beat down Snaking? One more hit, he's got it. A 2-for-1 special, and the action returns at the top lane, as this time it's Crit who puts his life in danger and does not manage to get out of it.
Eyes on him.
You gotta punish this Enchantress. You can't just let Snaking live in your jungle. He will do that until you punish him. Thinking about the Sonic Wave, is it required? XM, they can't even get him.
Nice enchant for the Dispel and the Overpower. Ame trying to hold it, Snaking holds longer.
And of course, anybody who shows up in the top lane is going to die. It's just a matter of time. The Crit's not dead yet. And now with the Ember Spirit here, looks like the Mars in big trouble, and Jin-Q is not able to chase after Crit. It's going to be XXS to fall instead as Falcons bring 4 up the top. They do not want to be losing these early towers.
Mallory just playing with him mid, looking for that 12-minute power rune.
XM challenges him again. The stomp, it lands. Good bushwhacker, turn around, and there's the Sonic Wave, but it wasn't even required. Jin-Q had it well in hand. That bushwhack combined with the sharpshooter.
Around the map, they rarely give up really bad core deaths. I mean, the games that are spiraling are going to spiral for anybody, but I feel like they just don't feed in poor places. It's usually getting lanes super deep. Nova, he's...
okay, the Croaker. Yeah, Snaking had that well in control. There was no problem there whatsoever.
That's that Mage Slayer online for the Ember, so time to get aggressive. Follow Malrine, let him bring these supports back into the game in a really nice position. Look,
Malrine does find another one. Slight chains, kisses. And XXS is biding his time, waiting for Malrine to show, but the kisses give too much information. They have to back away.
Too easy right now. Just follow this Ember. Very little XG can do about it unless they are just bait or Ember. It can break that fight open, especially if it's around the pit. Straight to Roshan for this Ursa. This is a really pivotal moment in this game for Falcons to defend their map.
Baiting an 18-minute power rune that doesn't spawn. Amar makes a poke at XM and reveals that there is a whole heap of heroes right behind him.
Blinks are also online for Falcons. Pango Blink, Sven Blink, Instant Smoke. Falcons are going to look to do what XG just wanted to.
XXS is thinking about striking first, though, and he managed to get the pin. No Yules required. They just blew him up, and the Rolling Thunder will come too late to save the Ember Spirit. But maybe Skeeter, you can see him. He's holding off right now, waiting for his initiation. When's he going to make his blink? They got the arena onto the 2 supports. Now he jumps in right into the Mars. He went in for the offlaner, but now he's surrounded by heroes, and he'll be blown up by Ame. Ame, too, was patient, and he waited for his counterpart in Falcons. He waited for Skeeter.
Beautiful patience from Ame on the side of the fight. He waits for the Sven jump, jumps in with ult. No chance to man fight him this early in the game. And he will clean house. The exact team fight XG we're looking for.
Not to smoke, but trying to defend their territory.
Look at the basher. Freshly done on Ame. He got it off that fight. Could be super pivotal at locking down these mobile cores here.
Smoke breaks on XXS. XXS not going to blink forward. Doesn't want to go in blind. Now spots Snaking. And he'll just pin him. See if they can blow him up with a break. It'll make it a little bit easier. But the heals, man. They can't even burst him down. They just used so many spells and didn't claim the 5 position. They will back out. A good stomp, though. And a pin off of it. They're going to jump in. Ame goes for the kill. They got him. Amar does what he can, but again, the Rolling Thunder is just not enough to save the life of his buddy. He's got the Yules to defend. XXS trying to stop these kisses. A blink away. Who's currently XM just about to finish up BKB. That is an aggressive blink. He got a Yules off, though, on the Sven. That delay will not be enough. Too much burst damage coming in from the side. Oh! The Thermal Splitter stops Skeeter. Does Extreme realize this? They certainly do. A BKB, keep him inside the arena. The Skeeter, he's stuck. Ame will come collect the kill that his team served up on a platter, all because of X-Nova. His far sight, he saw it coming the entire way, an Earth Splitter to catch the Sven TP.
Into another D-Ward. This man is absolutely on point right now for XG.
Sure.
XG, you're going to throw out the Sonic Waves. Arena's going to hit someone in the back. Skeeter going in here is very difficult, but he almost has to, the way the lineup functions.
Has to pick and choose his battles, and he's going to go for XM, but I think they know about the Aeon Disc. They have not jumped after this initiation from Amar. What a read from Falcons, but XM holds off on putting the Aeon Disc together. They'll TP away on the Rolling Thunder. They tried to get something. That was just such a smart play on both sides. XM, I mean, the balls did not put that Aeon Disc together when you're being sent up by Rolling Thunder, knowing there could just be a Sven that one-shots you. But he refuses to do it.
He knows Ame has his back on that counterplay. He knows if Skeeter jumps, he will pay a big price there.
And have damage for his Sven. Maybe they get the Roshan. But Falcons, I think they still want to force this fight. They're going to try it. Malrain, he just throws straight in. Inside the vice on him. Here comes that spear. But the Sven with the amp damage, where is he? He isn't able to get there in time. And now he's been hit by the Yols against the grab. Onto the Queen of Pain. XM gets on the Aeon Disc. Keeps himself alive. And he blinks away from Skeeter. The initiation has gone all wrong. And now begins the fight. It doesn't fight for long. Ame and his claws will rip through the Sven armor. They'll find another with XXS. A pin against the wall. And Amar, he'll fall as well.
Beautiful kiting from XG. The control on the Sven, stalling up his jump to follow that Ember Spirit. And such clutch hexes from XXS. This guy's control has been on point this entire tournament. Such a strong team fight. Ideally, you make a jump on somebody, you take them down, you reset, and then this Pango can control Ursa a little bit with the Basher. The Axe rolls going through. It's kind of your hope right now that ATF has a monster team fight on this high ground.
Well, he said luxury items were coming in. They're here for a couple more heroes. XM with the Shivas. The Sight the Vice on the Hoodwink, which is not required for yet another Enchantress kill. No problems killing her now that Ame is playing in the front line. Skeeter's going to make his jump. Gets off the enrage on Ame. Skeeter got that much out of him. But you got that. But you still want to be able to play with the God straight. But they jump in anyway. Skeeter, he wanted to fight, but he didn't think it was going to start that way with him dead and gone. And what are you going to do now? It's up to Malrain and Amar. They're going to have to pull through this fight for you. You buy back on the Sven, but he won't have the God strength. They're kiting around Ame as best as possible right now. XM, Yules, he dodges out the Stormhammer, and he's going to have a blink up in a second. He still has his BKB. A nice pin from the low ground from XXS. A buyback's being used from Falcons from all these heroes, but they've got nothing for it. They killed a Hoodwink at best. They took out Roadkill, and that's all.
You have to get more there for triples. Just hit every single one. There's another Aeon Disc for this Sven to deal with. No nullifier in sight.
Level 25 on XXS, 180 HP regen inside the Arena of Blood. But if they can take him out of the equation right away, no, an Aeon Disc. Where is he going to throw out this arena? He's waiting out the BKBs. He knows Skeeter's going to expire soon, and now he's got him. First the side, then the spear, then the damage that Ame brings to the table.
A dieback on the Sven. Falcons crumbling. No answer for Ame and his jump.
XXS doing his best, even an Outworld staff there. Double daggers to slow him down. Ame still finding more. He first catches Snaking, no buybacks there. He chases after Crit. Another hero to fall on the side of Falcons. Double cookies where they can, and they're chasing after the Ember Spirit on the same side.
Supports are just killing him.
Supports taking out the Ember Spirit.
X-Nova boss just man fighting the Falcons mid. Back up from Jinkyu, that's a free kill. Malrain did not expect the damage, but there's
unless Amar can get there with the Rolling Thunder. He's not popping it. He's trying with the swashbuckle. It's stopped by XM. Now he has the Rolling Thunder. See if he can kill the creep wave. They pop the Glitch. They pop the Sonic Wave even. Anything to protect the creeps. Amar still gets it though, and he makes a blink away. He makes a swift retreat. Did he just buy Falcons the time they needed?
Backdoor should come up here.
Glitch goes up.
This will guarantee it. Amar with some nice moves on this mid lane, stalls for the other heroes to come back up.
Can Extreme Gaming get through the backdoor protection, though? They're going to try. Aside the fight, they got the Invisible Blade initiation on Maureen, and Maureen dead for 2 minutes. Maybe it doesn't matter how much time you buy Ame. He seems to be eternal at this point in time. 11, 1, and 10. He will stand here as long as it is needed to finish out this game.
Or take the easier road, go get that bottom lane in, free up that last Rax. You're looking at Megas very shortly here. They know that's a dieback on this Ember.
A butterfly coming in for him. All right.
All on ATF here. Refresher delivered for the Pango, does have the 25 talent. He has got to get in here and do some serious damage in the fight.
Falcons, they did their shenanigans, but the backdoor protection is going to go down again unless they can jump the Ursa now and kill him. This is going to be Megas. Try and get something out of him.
Gotta go.
Even a BKB. There goes the Rolling Thunder. There goes Ian Ratio with a BKB turnaround. Skeeter, he's got to run, but he's pushed back in by the Sonic Wave. Into the claws of the bear. He will be pulverized. A hit in for the Rolling Thunder, but XM, he's still at Eon's to be able to work with. A shot coming in. Shin Q, not even required. Ame is all the damage you need at this point for Extreme Gaming to close out the game, and they will take the lead in the series of the TI Finals.
A confident Game 1 victory, to say the least. These guys were feeling themselves. Felt like that entire game, even in that laning phase, which is supposed to be Falcon's strength in this matchup.
Like some offline pick for Amar that gives you the lockdown. You just give him the bristle.
Let's see what they get. Bottom it is.
Lineup that could absolutely just end this game going higher at that 25-30 minute mark, particularly with this Abaddon pick for Skeeter. I think they had a couple options in that last slot.
Ame in trouble. Falcons, are they going to claim first blood this time? The Quill, not enough, and X-Nova gets the kill on Crit first. You're happy with the trade-off of support for core.
Slower here, especially into the Enchantress. Not a fun lane. You can't abuse the boars as strongly. You have to go the Axis build. Abaddon can shield it off. Not a fun lane for this beast to fight into. And this Bristle could be annoying for the Clinks.
Yeah, speaking of going even, it does look like the laning phase as a whole is going even, which is a good sign for Extreme. Last thing they want is to be at such a disadvantage they give up the Wisdom Shrine again. Disruption into a bash, into the crush, but the teleport is coming in, and now X6S is the one in trouble. It's first blood going to Snake King, and a second kill on the way. The Shadow Demon, he can do little to stop this Shin-Q doing what he can against Skeeter, but I bet he's wishing he never popped that poison. He wants to get his Aghanim Scepter first before he risks too much. And we're seeing the impact of that. 12-minute. And Invis Rune. They do have a sentry in place for this one. Can X-Nova get the right Nightmare? Omar got himself stuck. Can he get out of this? The shield crash is stuck, and now he's going to be Fiend's Grip. Just to make sure the Shadow Fiend gets away, X-Nova will die for it. But he sacrifices his life to make sure his mid laner does not go down. That was the most farmed core.
Mid game, yeah, because your Roche threat is so high with the Sarda, right?
Yes.
You get one core pick off, the thing's just going to insta-die. Meanwhile, Falcons are like, yeah, nice Roche. We're going to take it way before you're expecting it.
I certainly wasn't expecting this. I've got free vision. And they're actually going to do it. They're going to run into Crit. They're going to chase after this kill. But that means Roshan, it goes the way of Falcons.
What a snatch in this game. You'll gladly trade a support to take this away from this Sardar lineup.
Extreme had literally just gone.
This game, and it is the Sven and the Shadow Fiend. Those are good levels to have on these heroes.
Aura goes out, trying to blow up the Slardar, and they do manage to get him. X-Nova not there in time for a Nightmare save. And they know they've got strength that's on cooldown. The Sven may be in this area, but not likely.
There's level 18 for XF. They want to smoke it up. Try and use something with the back end of this amp damage rune. Absolutely devastating if you can connect.
Double BKBs. X6S may not have his, but all they need for him is an initiation. But Ame already has that covered. They get the jump on a Snake King and XXS. The finishing blow.
That was some overkill, but they do get the Pugna for another time in this game. And another
Arcane Root. Did he just get Arcane into amp damage into Arcane?
I believe he did.
So close to him, and instead they will just back up. They've cleared out the area. They know that Falcons isn't around. They think this will give them enough time to do the Roshan. We'll see if Falcons contest.
So XG, they kill the boars. They know Falcons are going to respond. They'd rather take the fight than get low in the pit. Ward plays from Crit, trying to see anything for the jump. But XG, they take the high ground. It's going to have to be blind here from
Seeing some heroes. Rolling Thunder. Mar holds off on it.
Nova making some moves on the left. Going up blind, looking for an angle.
XXS.
Oh, he might just run into a
running
bar.
right up there, and they managed to find the Pango. The Pango's the one in trouble. He gets the roll up. He's demonic purge, so he has to Rolling Thunder now. XM goes to the Requiem. It doesn't get an easy kill. They chase after Snake King. They'll get that one, but they've blown a lot for this. Meanwhile, the Roar, it gets used on the Sven, and the Sven's at half HP. He's got the BKB. What's he gonna do? Can he turn it fight? Oh yeah, he can. He brings out Maureen. The beat script. He takes out Namor as well with XXS chasing down the gyrocopter. Von Falcons down.
What a clutch turnaround from Ame. Help that BKB. Disruption buys him some time. And Falcons overextend trying to bring this king down. Extreme take a 6K lead. They'll put an Aegis on this Sven, and now they are cruising in this game. That is the one tool to play this map right now, and this ward is still available top for XG, just scouting a lot out. Also a great ward for Falcons. Amar, he's like, I want to use this, guys.
Seeing XXS, I just can't see a world where they go on the Slardar, and it's good for them, and instead Amar's going to be the one jumped. A roll up and a Rolling Thunder. Away he goes, hits a bash, a little bit of damage, and blinks away. It's XM, actually now. XM's in trouble. There's a disruption save though, and Ame right on the front line to bail out his Shadow Fiend. The hit's coming in. Maureen, he can't survive. 28 damage, and more's coming for you. A good whip from Crit will keep them off of Skeeter's tail, but that damage had to put fear into Falcons. Snake King, he delays it. One tapped by Ame. That's what you're dealing with right now.
This is the definition of overwhelming damage. You don't have time to respond. You got the roar on the SF. As he went into you, kind of the best scenario. Yep, but there's disruption to bail you out. That's the beauty of this lineup. The aggressive damage dealers can go in with confidence because there is no turnaround potential unless you check that back line. And Ame, he is just unleashed here.
Man's on fire. And XM is fearless, man.
It comes down to the gyro. Like, can gyro take a jump in this game? So far, the answer's been no. He does finish up a brooch. He disassembles it. Once Daedalus here.
The banner down, and Ame starts going to work.
There's the gyro Daedalus. This is some damage for Falcons. I mean, this is a Hail Mary.
It is. They've got to somehow find the initiation, but if they're going to do it without Snake King and without a mid lane of barracks. Trying to deal with a banner. Skater. Oh, man. No good. No buyback available. Requiem just for the fun, just for the hell of it. He's got another one. Why not?
No God Strength, no problem. Just blinks on plays for the attack speed, daring Amara to jump him.
They do manage to get that jump on XM, but there's the Lincolns. Now a refresh. You have to go through another Lincolns. You don't have a roar to do so. XM jumps, hits the back line with the Requiem, runs down Crit. Full heal, back up, and this is completely dumpstered. Extreme Gaming. You thought that was